The Army football team in preseason workouts, first padded practice coming up on Thursday. Rich DeMarco spending a couple of minutes with the head coach of the Black Knights, Jeff Monken. And Jeff, I know it's been an off season unlike any other. Great to be back here and talking about Army football.
Same with you, Rich, and there has been. It's been a very odd off season, but it's nice to have the guys back on campus and feeling a little bit back to normal.
What are the biggest challenges you've had to overcome, deal with over these last several months to the point where you're getting ready and in workouts for preseason camp?
Nothing's been normal. We lost the entire spring ball, and we had several workouts. We were doing our morning pre-dawn workouts up until spring break, and then we didn't return to school after spring break. And we had planned to start spring ball shortly after returning in March. Didn't get a chance to do that, so we really transitioned pretty quickly when the NCAA kind of set some parameters on what we could do with virtual meetings and really doing all the things that we would be doing in the classroom from standpoint of spring practice without getting a chance to go out there and practice it. So I think our coaches did a great job. Our players really did a nice job of being engaged and paying attention, and that helped us when we got back here this summer. And when we returned as a team, it just felt a little bit more normal to have the guys here. There were voluntary workouts. There wasn't a whole lot that we could do as a staff with them directly, but we could still continue our Zoom and Microsoft Teams meetings that we were having, and that was helpful. And then the last couple of weeks with the change in what the NCAA's allowed with the walkthroughs with the ball and just more interaction, the 20-hour work week ramping up just about, week and a half ago. We've been able to do more with the guys. So that's been helpful. It doesn't take the place of spring ball, but it's better prepared us for camp than we would have been without having had that opportunity.
For our fans that are curious about preseason camp, what are some of the accommodations, some of the things you have to do differently in implementing a camp than you would have in previous years?
I don't know where we'd begin. Just beginning with everybody having masks on, having to physically distance ourselves in meetings, walkthroughs, how we've set up meals, how we've set up living arrangements, our staff and the meetings that we have just with the coaches and support staff. Our plans for travel, our plans for how we transition from the phase we're in now to the school year. Thank goodness we've got a lot of really great people on our staff that do those things for us and really help with the protocol and the precautions we're taking to keep everybody healthy.
Jeff, during preseason camp, when asked about the first opponent or how you're preparing, you're very clear that you're preparing the Army football team to be as best they could be. With so much, though, of the schedule being fluid and maybe not knowing exactly who you are going to play when and where, how much of a challenge is that?
I think everybody that competes looks forward to just kind of seeing who's out there on the schedule and looking forward to each game by name. But I think this really plays into how we've prepared since January and really not concerning ourselves at all with who we were going to play, just really trying to focus on us and being the best team that we could be here at Army. And our guys, I think, feel challenged to do that. They realize that there's some real question about who might be our opponent, our opponent in week one and our opponents to follow, but we haven't concentrated or focused on that at all. It's been entirely on us, doing the best we can to prepare. Don't plan for an opponent, prepare for whoever may be our foe on any particular week.
And Jeff, for the Army fans out there, they follow this team maybe a little differently than they have in the past, with COVID-19 really changing everything in everyday life. What message do you have for them here as you're beginning in with the pads starting on Thursday and getting ready for this 2020 season?
I would say just to continue to get excited about college football and again, there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what the season's going to look like and how it's all going to play out. But we're determined, if it's possible, to play college football here at Army this fall, and that should give everybody who cheers for this team a lot to look forward to. We're certainly looking forward to it and preparing for a great season. And don't let the uncertainty quell your excitement for cheering these guys on.
Jeff, thanks for a couple of moments as always. Best of luck here in preseason camp. We look forward to the 2020 season.
We do too. Beat Navy.